Okay, hello guys. Hi, mko poa?
Yes, Vivian.
Mko poa? Not much to say, but I can see you guys, you are doing great. Nimeona videos za watu. I can see you are doing it. Mbaire, I like your background. Napenda background yako. So guys, mwenye hajafungua kamera yake, I want to see your background. Nataka kuona ya kila mtu. Nani hajafungua kamera yake, please? Yes, Jace, I can see you. David Fazala, yes. Evelyn, fungua yako, nataka kuona. Evelyn na Catherine Wangari, I want to see your background, guys. Nisaidie hiyo kitabu.
Hey Vivian.
Hey.
I'm at a place that I can't really, I'm not at a place that I can't really open the, is it called? The video.
Lakini it's sawa.
Yeah,
Hi Vivian.
Hi.
This is Egidia.
Yes, I like your background.
Thank you. Now, if you see me, I'm not around, just know that I've gone to work. Nilikuwa nimeomba ruhusa kwa group.
Sawa.
Okay, thank you. But I'm here right now. For now, I'm here.
Okay. So guys, I want to talk about your background. When it comes to judge, we usually, like me, I usually judge sana on your background. Nimeona kuna watu wamefanya background. Like Precious, I saw her background. Did you see how she made it? It was matching with her dress code. So guys, perform on your background, because that is the main thing you have to do. If you want to sing a traditional thing, chukua leso, weka, tengeneza, usitafute kitu plain. Look for something unique that is matching with what you are doing. And if it's you want it to match with your background, then you're good to go. You look for something unique, okay? Like today, I don't have my background because I'm not at home. So I could show you my background. Yeah, African online vocalist. Wachana na ile ya jana. Okay? Hapo tumeagree. Yes, that one is good. About your what? Your music. You guys are good in singing. But sasa nataka kufanya hivi. If you are singing maybe a song and then you are there to sing, nataka mtu akikuuliza what techniques have you used. Like today I asked someone, alinitumia video, and then nikamuuliza what techniques have you used. Akaniambia hajui. So I was the one to feel him for the nini. Inaitwaje? Hiyo techniques. So I want you to perform very well. Okay? Hapo tuko sawa?
Yes.
Tuko sawa kabisa. So, have you guys prayed, by the way? Jana Rodriguez alitoka ni kama ameona pia kanjo, hata tu kumaliza kuomba. Have you prayed? Okay. Sawa. So, I want to choose someone atuimbie wimbo ya Mloliwe. Are you ready? Because I might choose Myren, naweza chagua Catherine, naweza chagua Precious, ama Evelyn. Evelyn, nimekuona. Eva, nimekuona. I like your background. So I wish mom could be here na aniallow nipatie watu max wenye wamefungua hizi background zao. Napenda. Brian, you're here. Judge Brian, you're here. So I want to give this chance to who? Let me check. Let me see. Evelyn Amos, you're here at chair. Hi. So who will I give out?
Hi, Vivian, let me know when you guys are ready to start, okay?
Okay, you're here. You can start. I wanted to give someone a chance aimbe Mloliwe, lakini unaweza anza.
Okay.
Yeah, karibu.
Thank you. Hi, guys. Thank you. Thank you. For those who did, Vivian, you can keep your microphone on so that at least I have someone I'm communicating with. For those who did videos, At some point, I got busy, so I've not been able to check the last ones that have been sent. But thank you for that. Please pay close attention because today we will have another tighter than tight assignment. Sawa. There's someone's microphone that's screeching. Maybe Esther, I'm not sure. I think Esther's mic, maybe she can. Thank you, Esther. So yesterday, what's her name? She did a very good recap of what we had learned. I'll not even go there. And I think yesterday I went a bit too fast, right? So today I will just sum up and then I will give you your assignment. And yesterday we finished talking about stage art. We were talking about flexibility, being flexible, and we said one of the things that you need to do in being flexible is being able to adapt and apply your skills and talent. Being able to adapt first to your environment and then apply your skills and talent to a variety of roles, genres, techniques, and styles. And basically what I've seen from the videos, I think most of us were able to get it. You did well. I liked the small girl. She's called Precious, right? I think she's called Precious. I really liked what she did. I liked the effort she put in. Even there's someone who did Rwandese, there's someone who did Kikuyu and she had a whisk. There's someone who did South African, everybody that I was able to check out your videos. Thank you so much. The ones who did not do it, please make sure that you do something about it, because these are the tasks that are actually going to be put together as part of your build up to the points that you have earned by the end of the contest. So please don't let any task pass you by. Try as much as possible to be in touch. Today, I'd like to finish by talking about, as part of stage art, something called teamwork. For example, if you are singing with a band or you're performing with a choir, you need to put an effort between many different people coming together. How able are you to do that if you are given a new band on the spot to work with? Are you able to adapt to that? Or if you're given a team to work with over a long period of time, you need to be able to build up to that. When you're able to team up with different people, create a good rapport with them, you know, it's always a plus when it comes to performing a show, because that is what will determine the success of your show. Have you ever seen this artists who travel single, but their songs are already very well known? And when they show up in a place, like for them to just adapt to the team like that, it's so easy. You know, it's like that. So you should be able to build yourself to that level where you can adapt to any band, anywhere, any people, any backup team, anywhere. And when you show up, you know, maybe your songs are very easy to sing, or whichever song you want to do, it's very easy to sing, but you need a team to work around you to be successful. And then you also need organization and time management skills. So let's say if you're planning to be a traveling performing artist, you need to be very organized. You need to have schedules of where you're going, when are you going to wherever you're going, what are you planning to sing, what kind of people do you need, are you traveling individually or are you traveling with a group of people, are you planning that when you get to wherever you are, you assemble a group of people together. You need to be very organized, plan your schedule, plan your movements, so that you're not overbooked. You don't want to be invited to sing in ICC next Sunday, and on the same Sunday, you've been invited to sing in JCC. So you need to have a very good organizational and time management skill to handle that. Are we good until there? I'm trying to go very slowly today. I'm trying to go very slowly today. Now, I want to give you tips and tricks that you can, some of them we already talked about them yesterday, but I'm just gonna run through them very, very quickly. And then we see how we can go from there, okay? So let's work on the tips and tricks. There are many. The first one, make sure you learn your lyrics. Make sure you learn your lyrics. One day I was invited to some place, and who was there? What's her name? Linda Mudama was singing. She had her own band. I think she has her own band that she performs with. So she calls me to sing. And the only song I could think of at that time that would fit in the event was Masi Masika. Siwezi jizuia, sema wako wema. So you know there's a song I've been listening to over and over. It's been played all over the place. Everybody knows it. If you go to wherever, a restaurant, in a bus, anyone knows it. Children sing it. So I'd been listening to the song over and over, and I knew I know the song. So she asks me, okay, which band is this? You're gonna sing. It was a corporate event. So she asks me, which song are you going to sing? Mara moja, I want to impress. So I'm there. I'm going to do, inaitwaje? What do you call that song? Wema. Is it called Wema?
Mwema.
Mwema. So I sing the first verse, and we're singing, and the band is happy. I'm hacking. Hey, the next verse. What does the next verse say? I still need to learn that song. I'm telling you, I composed my own song right there on the spot. So it's important to learn the lyrics of whichever song you think you know how to sing. Actually, it's good to just have a database of all the songs that you think you can sing. It's always good to have a database of all the songs and the lyrics to all the songs. I'm seeing someone here saying yes, like Solomon Kubwa travels and uses the host band and choir to sing yes. Oh yes, that's good. Yeah, people like, and his songs are quite well known. Who is this? Christine says, no, I haven't heard anything. Christine, I think other people are saying they can hear me. Maybe it's on your end. Am I talking too fast, guys?
No, you're good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Ulinitoa gizani. Yes. Thanks, Myra. Yes, those are the words. Then the words disappeared. And then, by the way, that can also happen to you. It's your own song. You know it very well. You've been singing it over and over. I don't know what happens. Sometimes you just show up on the, right on the moment, and all the words disappear. So that would come under that being able to manage yourself and redeem yourself. Yeah. Now, the second tip, practice performing as much as possible. And anytime I'm training a choir anywhere, this is what I tell them. Learn how to perform in front of your mirror. Just stand in front of your mirror. If you don't have a microphone, take a spoon or a mwiko or a pencil or a pen. Stand in front of the mirror and sing, like psych yourself up on the mirror. Be your own audience, and just sing yourself up. So practice performing as much as possible. I think yesterday I talked about it. Gather the two children around, gather your family members, gather your friends, create events for yourself in your house. Just invite them and tell them, guys, I want to sing for you. Let them come. Sing for them. Practice how to perform as much as you can. Number 3, sing with emotion. Who do I want to think about here? And when I'm talking about emotions, I'm talking of the right emotions. Please don't try and mimic those vulgar people. Who is it that we know that sings with emotion? Nani anakuanga na emotions, anatafutanga emotions, anazileta alafu akiimba. Tasha Cobbs, let me just use Tasha Cobbs. See, when she sings, you stop, you listen to her. Nimeenda mbali. Ebu turudi hapa Kenya. In Kenya, who sings with emotions? Tell me, somebody tell me. Soni Badu. Grace. Nitajiaibisha. Grace, ebu sema. Who is this? Mbaire, ebu sema. Soni Badu, Soni Badu. The only song I can think of is that one of Baba or... Yeah, but emotions. If you don't have emotions, please, tafuta. If it's a sad song, look for sad, tafuta emotions, zilete, bring your, you know, when we talk about the nerves, so put emotions into the nerves, okay? Yes, Evelyn Wanjiru, I like her. I think she applies that. Eunice, yes. Eunice Njeri, yes. I don't know Nikita Caring. I need to listen to that person, whoever that person is. Nikita Caring. Atinani, someone is whispering. Someone is whispering, but you understand, look for emotions. Let the words of the song match your emotions. If you don't have emotions, please learn how to look for them. In other words, you need to be an actor as well, and just bring your emotions into the moment, into the song that you're singing. So if you can connect with a song emotionally, you'll be able to sell that song to your audience. If you understand the song, you understand what it is saying, it's for lack of a better word, it's ministering to you first. It will be very easy to release that song to somebody else. They'll connect with you immediately on the spot. Tip number 4, break from your character. If, like, for example, you are someone who's very composed and you always like being composed, my friend, when you get in front of people, decompose yourself and uncompose yourself, or whatever word. Break yourself down, break away from being yourself and get into the moment with the song. Get into the moment with the song so that you're able to connect to the song and sell it to the people who are listening to you. Tip number 5, know your audience. You have to know the people that you are ministering to. If, for example, you're thrown to a remote part of the country, seriously, you don't expect to sing an English song with, you know what I mean? Know your audience, understand your audience, okay? Am I going too fast? Let's see. Oh, this person is talking about Sonny Buddy. His worship experiences are always lit. Yes, well, I like him personally. Someone says Alice Kimanzi. Oh yes, Alice Kimanzi is good as well. Munanipata vizuri, thank you. All right, we go to tip number 6. Tip number 6, acknowledge other performers. Acknowledge other performers. I really like what you guys are doing in WhatsApp, in Facebook. I like what you guys are doing. You're acknowledging one another. You're on the right track. You're doing the right thing. And then let me also throw in here, see, if you're singing with a band, acknowledge the members of the band, acknowledge the person on the keyboard, acknowledge the person on the bass, on the drums, on the solo, on the violin, everybody on the team, even the vocalist, acknowledge each and every one of them. It makes them feel a part of the project, you know, it makes them feel a part of the project. The next time you ask them to sing, I'm telling you, they'll bring the whole of themselves to your project, and that will make your project that more of a success. The next tip, get physical when you are on stage. There's a bit of controversy here when it comes to the people, like if you're in church. I've ministered in different churches, and I know the camera people always have the main camera that's focused at a certain spot. and they really don't like when speakers or singers move around the stage. But when you're talking about performing, you're in a theater, you're in an open space, or you're not in State House, you're at a place, you know, an open field. Move around the stage, because you need to feel the stage. You need to make use of the space that's on the stage. And sometimes if you have a very good microphone and the sound people will not mind, you can actually move from off the stage and just engage the audience in some way. If you're able to, you don't need to go that far, but just move around and engage your audience. And moving around helps the audience to, because they don't know what to expect next from you. So your movement will keep them focused on you. If you just stand on one spot and you talk the way I'm talking right now, you can likely lose audience. And please don't doze. Keep listening. Next, tip number 9. Express your emotions physically. Express your emotions physically. So if you're talking about pain, you know, and you want to say, I was sad, it's okay to do something like, I felt so much pain. You know, let people identify with your emotions. Your body language gives the audience an idea of how you are feeling as you're singing that song. Vivian was talking about Loli. It was Vivian, who was it? Yeah, it was Vivian who was talking about Loliwe. So you see, when you listen to her, what's her name again? I forget her name. I forget her name. When you listen to her, you actually connect. Zahara, yeah. So if you listen to her body language, even when she's playing the guitar, when she's riding that bicycle, everything about her body connects with the song, and it makes you connect with the song. And that's a good thing. What's her name? Helen. When she sings that song, what song was that? What song was that? Najua bwana anatengeneza njia. If you notice, she moved around the stage. At some point she got off the stage. She connected with the audience. Her story, her voice, her hand gestures were telling the audience, I know God makes a way, and I know God will make a way for me. I know God will make a way for you. So yeah, express your emotions physically. Then the next tip, is it number 10?
Yeah.
Now, very important, especially for worship leaders. I know most of us close our eyes when we are leading worship kwa sababu tumeingia Holy of Holies. Hallelujah. Someone says no, 9. I think it's 10. Okay, I'm not sure.
It's 9.
Okay. Let the audience see your eyes. You know why? Someone said the eyes are the window of the soul. Did someone say something like that? Let the audience see your eyes. Let the audience see your eyes. Your eyes communicate. Your eyes actually talk. People can see your emotions through your eyes. So if you're lying, most of the time you'll tell if someone is lying by looking into their eyes, and you'll know, this person is lying. So let the audience see your eyes. And that means just connecting with them, as in just looking at them. You're not, I know some of us, we are frightened of locking eyes with someone in the audience. You don't need to lock eyes with anyone. Just keep your eyes open. Just keep your eyes open. When your eyes are open, it tells your audience you're present with them. It tells them you're not cutting yourself off of them. Closing our eyes actually means we are cutting ourselves off of the audience. So keep your eyes open. Are we good until there? Eyes are the windows of the soul. Yes. I think somebody said that. Now let me see. The next thing I'd like us to do is talk about what you should not do or try and stop doing, in case you're already doing them, when you are performing on stage or as a stage performer. The first one, never stop singing or never allow yourself to be distracted by a heckler. Have you guys ever been heckled? I've been heckled and it's not a funny thing. Like, man, hey, wazee kuna watu wanaweza kuambia vitu zingine. Hallelujah. So don't stop singing. It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of people. It has happened to Beyonce. It has happened to Janet Jackson. It has happened to Mariah Carey. It has happened to, I don't know about our Kenyan singers, but I know it has happened to me. And it felt very bad. But you know what? Just keep doing your stuff. Especially if you have been invited to a show. Just keep singing. Number two thing you should not do as a performer. Never scratch yourself publicly. I know sometimes you can do it unconsciously, especially scratching things like your nose, like that, scratching your head. We've seen even public figures do that, right? I think we've seen even the president do something like that. That's just a no. Don't do that. Don't. If it's really, really itching, find a stylish way of removing the itch. Just don't scratch yourself in public. Yeah. Please deal with that when you get home. No, tunacheka. Okay, number 3, tune up your instrument. Never go before you've tuned up your instrument, whether it's your voice, whether it's your guitar, whether it's your drum. Never start a show before you have tuned up your instruments. Never go to perform before you're fully prepared. Because the minute you get up and the show is beginning, and then that's when you're tuning the bass guitar. By the way, if there's an instrumentalist here, please, if you are in a worship team, make sure the guitars are always tuned way before the service begins. Same thing for a show. Please make sure all the instruments are tuned way before. That includes even getting a sound check done. That's why we have dry runs. So if possible, always have a dry run before your main show. Okay. Number 3. Number 3. Number 4. Number 4. When you make a mistake, please apologize publicly. When you make a mistake publicly, for whatever reason, please apologize publicly. Like maybe if you are, think of an example. If you called somebody's name and you called the wrong name in public, maybe you are introducing them and you said Njoroge instead of Kamau, please apologize to Kamau in public and then acknowledge that his name is Kamau and not Njoroge. Even on social media, let me just throw this in there. Even on social media, if maybe you've seen sometimes someone has been, should I use the word published but wrongly, God forbid, but maybe you have done something like that and you have published someone in the wrong light, or you've said someone did something that they never did. Please always go back and apologize publicly. It's just a show of respect, and sometimes you also just place yourself in the place of that person. Are we together? Another thing you should never do as much as possible, and God-giving grace. Let me add that. Never fall out with fellow musicians or audience members. What do I mean by that? See, when you start, you find most musicians or most singers or performers began with a small audience. You began with your family, you began with your neighbors and friends. And then when you become the AOV Vocalist Champion Season 3, suddenly you start forgetting the people you were in class with, or you start, lingering them, or talking to them like you have made it. Never ever do that. As a performing artist, never do that. Or the musicians that you're working with, let's say you're working with a band, you have a keyboardist, you have a bassist, do everything you can to keep the same team members through your own growth. It's just a good thing. Who is this saying? I don't know if they're talking to me, Evelyn. Oh, my background noise. I'm in church.
Yeah.
I'm in church. You guys can hear them. You can hear them.
Yes. Ana concentrate na wao. Assume hawayuko huko.
Yeah, it's practice, and I had to step out kidogo. All right. And then that was point number 5. Was that number 5 or number 4? Okay, the next point. Please focus on me, not the music. I didn't have a good place. I actually tried to look around for a quiet place, but this was the best I could get. And then the next thing, never do more talking than performing. You've been called to perform at a certain place. You've been given 2 hours to perform. And then you spend 1.5 hours talking, and then half an hour singing. No, don't do that. Don't ever do that. If you're supposed to perform and you've been given too much time, let your host know this time is too much. I cannot cover it. Just be very honest and say, I cannot cover this much. Reduce my time. Okay? And if you feel that the time is too much and you have other people who can come and cover up for your performance, please look for other people to come and help you to cover up with your performance. Never forget the name of the place you are performing at. If you have been called to perform in ICC and then you are there and you're giving your vote of thanks, never say, thank you so much, people of JCC. They'll feel so bad. So always remember the name of the place where you have been called to perform. And last but not least, let me say this. I know I talked about it yesterday. Never get drunk before your performance. And I know I'm talking, most of us here, I know are born again people. Never suppose, maybe if anyone has been doing that, never ever get drunk before your performance. And I think that's all I can say for now. If there's anyone who'd like to add anything, please do that before I give you your assignment for today. Or if anyone wants to ask anything, please, let's take a few minutes to do that. Any questions? Vivian?
Hey, watu waulize maswali,
Mimi najibamba, nikitoka hapa narudi practice.
Watu waulize maswali.
Did I talk about your appearance? I did, right? Dress the part. We talked about that yesterday, right?
Yeah. Ndio. No
Hakuna
question.
maswali?
Haya watu leo hawataki kuuliza.
Ati what?
Uliza.
Ati what? What?
I have a swali.
Yes, sure.
Or a comment maybe. I'm talking about preparing for a possibility of a power outage.
Yes.
I know of a choir that came from Tanzania and they had all the instruments and could not sing when there was no power. So we had to wait and get a generator. So improvise, maybe try and sing live, practice to sing live.
Sing. If power goes out, sing. Kwani watu wa zamani walikuanga wakidu? Sing.
Yeah.
Sing.
True.
That means, thank you for that. Yeah. That means we need to apply what vocal technique hapo? What vocal technique will you apply hapo? Somebody?
Instrument pela.
Instrument pela. What else? Voice projection. Kuambia watu wapige makofi. Find a way to engage the crowd. Find the way to engage the audience until the lights come back or until your time elapses. Always find something. You should be able to think on your feet. The power does not determine your voice. So just do your thing. Inviting audience, humming. Yes, apply the techniques that we have been taught. Any other swali?
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes, sweetie. Grace. Yes, go ahead. Yes, Grace, I'm listening.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. You've told us there's one point about closing your eyes, opening your eyes so that you have eye contact with your audience. What is the line between when you're worshiping and maybe the Holy Spirit has taken charge and you find yourself closing your eyes? How do you define that?
I do that sometimes, but over time I've learned to, because the minute you close your eyes, you actually shut out the audience. As a worship leader, one of the things, as a trainer of worship leaders and worship teams, one of the things that I always tell the team, consciously keep your eyes open. Let me tell you, the best time as a worshiper, we have, we are created to be, as worship leaders, of course, everything that's created should worship God. But as worship leaders, we are created with an intimacy with God. That's why when you start worshiping, sorry for those who think I'm preaching, I'm just explaining the point. That's why when you start singing, you close your eyes because you want to take yourself to an intimate place with God. Now, what I do before I come to lead the congregation into God's presence, as a worship leader, I'm called to lead the people of God into God's presence. So I have to lead them to a place where I have been before. So I'll have my intimate moments with God way before the service. On Friday, during the whole week, on Monday, I have Monday to Saturday, or whichever day of the service, before that time of standing before people to lead them into worship. I'll have my own intimate moments with God. So nitakuwa nisha fall in love na Mungu, asha fall in love na mimi, tumeingiana, tumependana, amenijaza afresh, Oh, sorry, I hope everyone here speaks English. Sorry, my bad. So by the time I come to the service to lead the people of God into God's presence, I have already received my portion. And all I need to do now is just to lead the congregation and tell them, I'll actually be telling them, come on guys, come, let me take you to the Holy of Holies. That's actually the work of a worship leader. So yes, I understand what you're saying. Sometimes the moment calls for intimacy, but consciously learn to keep your eyes open. Consciously learn to keep your eyes open. And then, sometimes the person, because praise and worship always comes right before the word in most cases. So sometimes the minister of the word wants to come in and start preaching and you're lost into worship. You know what they'll do? Maybe they'll take a microphone and hit it and you'll feel bad, or maybe they'll just start talking, and then they'll cut you off. Then you'll feel bad. Why should you put yourself into that? So consciously learn how to keep your eyes open, even during praise and worship. For your intimacy with God, try and do it outside of the service. Let me say that, outside of the service. Have I answered you?
Eve, hi.
Hi.
Let me help you read the questions here. Yeah?
Yes,
There's a
thank
question
you.
in the comment section that says, what happens if you are called to perform, but they are unable to pay you? Some artists do cancel their events because of that, claiming that they are brands. How do you advise on this?
As a performer, what is your target? Do you want to make money? Do you want to be known? This one really is a very personal issue. For me right now, if you call me, it depends. Where are you calling? If you're calling me to minister to a church and you're telling me you don't have money, my focus is ministering. So with or without money, I'll come. And I've also learned that from Teacher Helen. But if you want to go as a brand and your focus is to make money and they tell you they're not paying, then it's your right to decline the invitation. It's okay.
And perhaps maybe I can also add and say,
sure,
the
go
thing
ahead.
is this: you should prioritize yourself. If you're a worship leader and you're in the business of worship, right? You see, and people have invited you to go to church to do exactly that. The biggest thing that I think performing artists do not organize that you think everything is about money. Most of the people here, even Kirk Franklin, has had to go for volunteer work like I've seen before. I mean, I've been with Helen Doyle and she's been going for volunteer work like I've seen before. And Evelyn is here and she will tell you, at a volunteer needs. Why? Because you get into what drove you, what is your passion, what is that calling inside you? Because then again, we understand it's not for everyone. So kama wewe unataka kucheza hivyo, hey, if you want to cancel because there's no money, it's okay. And don't let anybody make you feel bad about it.
Yeah, that's right.
Like me nita cancel. Nita cancel.
Wewe nikikuita gigi yangu sijaribu.
Wewe yako siwezi cancel. Yeah, let me see if I can read another. Okay. Let me see if I can read another comment here for you. Someone is asking, when the host puts you on the spot and asks you to sing a song you don't know, is it okay to remix the song?
Of course you can. Of course. That's why you're a creative. That's why you're a performer. So yeah, please go ahead and remix it. Just make sure you don't spoil it. And maybe tell the people, I know this song, but I know it in another way, You guys need to check out, if you go to my YouTube channel, yeah, please subscribe to the channel. The launch, I can't remember, but one of the videos, I actually put, there's Mtawali, and there was Mbuvi, and there was Frank, and there was Rosie Ohorn, and there's another lady called Sally. I put all of them together and I asked them to sing, Holy Spirit, you are welcome here. Come flood this place and fill the atmosphere. You need to watch that video. You will know. You'll know how to remix. And it came out well. I didn't mind the way it came out. Even the band was amazed. Yeah. So please go ahead and remix.
Remix all you can. That's what I say. And as long as it's creative in its execution.
Exactly.
Evelyn and I insist. Remix ni sawa, but remix pia ukimake sure unajua kenye unafanya.
Yeah.
Remix alafu because in the midst of the song. I know a guy who's from Tanzania was doing Christina Shusho's song, but then I don't know what happened. He was like, Weko. to kanisani, and you wonder, good God. How do you come from umenifanya ningare, something like that? Yeah?
Rod, please allow me. I have to leave. You can hear we are having our choir practice, and yes, I want to give an assignment for this lesson. So, have you guys heard? There's an app that's called Acapella. Actually, you're free to use whichever app. If you can get an app that can do a video with sound.
I have a question.
Yes, Sheffy Odor. Is that Sheffy?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Go ahead.
The question is,
mm-hmm.
What kind of songs should someone sing in a wedding in case you're invited to minister or to perform? Because there's some time that we were invited for a wedding, and the band decided to do some altar call songs, and it was in the reception, and everybody was like, "Where? So hapa ni Mungu ama ni sherehe?" So
when I'm called to minister to sing in a wedding, I usually ask the bride and the groom, what is your preference. Like they are the focus for that day. And I don't care what anyone else says. I want to sing what the bride and the groom want. So unless I know what they want, I'm not gonna sing. And if I have to sing, I don't know, because you see, a wedding is very cosmopolitan. People come from all walks of life. People have all sorts of expectations. Maze, hey, yeah, you can't, yeah, don't ever do that. Don't ever do an altar call song for a wedding. Don't. Find out what the bride.
How do you even start?
Like there's this song, someone's knocking at the door. Can you hear him knocking? So
But maybe the bride and groom wanted that. I mean, like maybe I don't know.
Like in the reception, unajua kama ni church is okay. Church you understand, but it's a
Actually,
reception.
unajua, no, you know what you do. You know what you do when they start with someone's knocking at the door, then you go to nothing but prayer. You mix it up and you put some reggae. Nothing but prayer. You put it like that.
So somebody did that, and then when you want to change, you just somebody comes in with baraka zako ziko na mimi.
Well, Rota, please allow me to finish. Allow me to finish. I want to give you guys a task. Okay, so there are many apps that you can use. I would say use a cappella. And as usual, there's a twist to the assignment that I'm giving you guys. There's Biscuit, there's TikTok. Do those give up to 60 seconds?
Yes.
When you're TikTok and Biscuit and them, they give you up to 60 seconds.
They should, yeah, I think so, yeah. Or Smule. Smule is also good.
Okay, so Smule, let me just say this. Any video app that can give you up to 60 seconds of recording. And then let it also be something that can allow working with a partnership. Are we good until there? Are we good until there? Now, this is the task. When you have found the app, I want you guys to pair. And if it were possible, I don't know who's in charge, is it Vivian? If you're able to pair the people who are on probation and the people who are immune, and pair one by one, like 2 by 2. And even if we can go a step further and have a male and a female. Tumeelewa mpaka hapo?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, what they're supposed to do is record yourself singing. You know, this is AOV. And East Africa is part of Africa, right? So we have the East African national anthem. We have the East African anthem. Rod, nakuona ukicheka, nakuona. We have the East African anthem.
I know 95% of them don't know that anthem, but oh well.
That's why it's called Africa Online. So you have to go online and get the
anthem.
East African anthem. Vivian, can I send it to you and then you can send it to you can post it in the group?
Yeah, sure.
Or you can send to everyone. I don't know whichever way you'll do that. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Now, you will sing it in pairs and one person will sing the melody and the other person will sing the harmony because we must create teamwork as performers, okay? Once you have done that, please post the video. So one of you will agree, you'll agree, whoever it will be. So one of you will post the video. I know you're already complaining. No, this one I'm giving you until Wednesday. So it's only 60 seconds, and in 60 seconds, I think you'll be able to do the first verse.
Nakwambia Mbairea ameingiza ile baridi hujaiona. Ako shock.
Maji imejaa kwa tumbo.
So are we agreed? Vivian?
Yes.
Please tell me back what the assignment is so that I can leave you guys. Vivian? Hello?
Yes,
By
yes,
that-
yes. Sijui nini
Tell-
mbaya na kamera yangu.
Okay, tell it
Na
back
nini
to
ya
me.
audio yangu. Okay. Kidogo.
Or you really the devil is Ella ni Wednesday. Vivian, please give it back to us. Give it back to us before I leave.
Okay, record yourself singing the. Who is that? Niruelea ama ni nani? Sharon.
Vivian, go ahead.
Vivian, go ahead.
Okay, record yourself singing the East African National Anthem, and then you use your. You'll say 6 seconds.
Okay, let me start.
And then
let me start
okay, sawa.
again. Let me start again.
Sawa.
So there, you know these apps that we have. We have TikTok, we have Visky, we have Smule. Rod says Smule is the best. I trust his judgment. So let's ask everybody to make sure you have Smule. Then pair yourselves, preferably someone who's on probation and someone who is immune, preferably, but you can do whatever works best. Just make sure you're in twos. Then one person will sing the melody and the other person will sing the harmony. Either an English, either a soprano sing with an alto or, but one person, one of the two will sing the melody and the other will sing whichever harmony. Then make sure now the two, because you're pairing, so it all comes in one video. So the two of you will have one video, you get? And then post it. And you have up till Wednesday. You have up till Wednesday to do that. So not more than 60 seconds and not less than 45 seconds. Have you understood? Iamu says, I'm lost to, can't understand the language. Iamu, wait. Mwalimu go break it down to you because I don't know Pidgin. Mwalimu go tell you. Okay, Vivian. Please say it back so that I know you have understood. If you've understood, or you really are.
It's recorded. So come on, you understand? We can refer back to this GD.
Step number one.
I've understood.
Step number one, up. Step number two, partner. Step number three, song, voices. Step number 4, record. Step number 5, upload by Wednesday. Tuwapatie mpaka midnight. Ama Wednesday 6 a.m. Kenyan time. Rod, niambie.
Wednesday 6 a.m. Kenyan time.
6
a.m. Oh no.
To midnight.
Tuwapatie midnight. Tuwapatie tu mpaka midnight.
Midnight na asubuhi tofauti kwa wapi? 12 a.m. is the same as 6 a.m.
12 a.m. Thursday asubuhi.
12 a.m. Thursday, as in end of Wednesday. So 11:59, Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. See, that one is fair.
Lakini umewapatia sana.
Kwa hivyo tuwapatie 6 a.m. Wednesday 6 a.m.
Yes, see, because they have actually.
Yam is saying 6 a.m. is 4 a.m. in Nigerian time.
Yes, it is.
Yes, so
11:09 Kenyan time. That will be.
Yeah.
That will be -2 in Nigeria.
It will be 10.
Yeah, it will be 10:59 or 9:59.
Yeah.
Is that okay, guys? Please allow me. Unasikia hiyo practice yetu vile inabamba. Allow me to go. Thank you so much.
Last question.
Yes.
Last question.
Yes, sweetie.
Yeah. Is it a must to we use the East African anthem, or we can use any other song?
East African anthem in English. East African
okay.
anthem in English. East African anthem in English.
Fine.
If I don't do that, you guys won't look for it and you'll never know it. So it's the only way to get you guys to know that. You know why I'm saying that? The last AOV ceremony, Mwalimu wanted us to sing the East African anthem, and the one person who could sing forgot some bits of it. So we're not gonna have that repeat. This is the best time for us to learn the East African anthem.
Wait, are you sure it's in English version? It's in Swahili version. Kuna English version?
It's in Swahili.
It's in Swahili. Hakuna English version.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll send.
I was
Yamu, you're going to learn Swahili. In
Swahili. You're going to learn it.
Kuna translation in English.
Hakuna translation English.
Hello.
Eve.
There's an English translation, but
there
like
is, because my kids, watoto wangu wako nazo, so there is an English translation.
there's an English translation. Yes, there is.
Yes, so we can do that.
In essence, it shouldn't be. There shouldn't be. This is East Africa. It should just be Kiswahili.
I think it's Kiswahili. I think mainly it's in Kiswahili. So let's agree. We are doing the East African and the in Kiswahili. Please make sure you share with.
Leo sana.
Mbaire kwani uko na mlango ndio akakuingilia.
Si nyinyi mnanitaka
Bye guys, God bless you. I've enjoyed being with you.
Toka kama kanjo Eve ni baki na wao, ina shida.
Rod, mimi nitaimba na wewe. Rod, unaimba na nani?
Mimi, first of all, ask me all the questions now you want to ask me. Today I'm free.
Me, I want to sing with you.
Mimi nikiimba nitasemekana nimeibia. So watasema umeimba na judge. Yes.
Smooth haina hiyo anthem. Haiko kwa nini yake?
Nini yo?
Kwa list.
Yeah, kuimba nini? Oh, sorry. There's something I wanted to say.
East African anthem. Haiko kwa list.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. If it's the East African anthem and you guys have to harmonize, you have to use a cappella, not mule. So you have to use a cappella.
Send us that link. Send us that link for YouTube, for Play Store.
Yeah,
will you do that?
No, a cappella is you just
go and search.
You just type a cappella.
The first one.
Allow Rod to speak because we are like speaking over.
Yeah, I'm saying now because it requires you guys to do harmonies. You're going to have to use a cappella. A cappella is easier to do harmonies because one person just lays the melody. Na mimi ningekuwa ningesema mimi nataka kuwa melody. Then those of you who are harmonizing now can pick the melody from that and then now harmonize. That's simple. So a cappella is easier than smule at this point because of harmonies. Yeah. Yes. Any more questions? Leo niko hapa kujibu maswali. Mbaire, lazima. Yes, ask.
The teachers just said the pair should be, if possible, male and female, but nikiona hapa female wako wengi kushinda male. So what are we going to do about it?
No, she said she prefers it if there was a male and female, and if it was probation and immunity. So if you have immunity, pick someone who is in probation, or if you're in probation, pick someone who has immunity. I've seen Iyamu pick Mbaire, so Mbaire is booked.
Okay.
Amebukiwa
hata bila wale wenye wako hapo katikati.
Wagani chukua hata wenye wako hapo katikati. She said preferably, but if you can still be able to do it, it still makes sense at the end of the day.
Okay,
that's very okay. What else am I going to answer? Anybody else with a question? This is your time to ask me questions. Ukitaka kuniuliza swali unaweza jipata kwa shimo.
Sijapata logo yangu.
Wewe ni nani? Hebu kwanza jitangaze kwa sababu hata siwaoni majina.
Stephen Ochieng.
Oh yes, you send me your photo and nini.
Yes.
I think Mtawali will be able to make a logo for you. Please tell her. But if you get stuck, by all means, you can push her. I'll be able to make it for you. Anybody else without a logo? My YouTube has issues. Refresh it. If you have issues, end up bigger restart. Any more questions? Yamu, Mtawali will make you a logo.
Me out on the logo.
Please identify yourself. Siwaoni na majina.
Fazla.
Yes. Fazla wewe tutasotiana. Wewe yako hata iko tayari.
Joyce Joey, please. Pia uliniandika?
Kwa list. Oh yeah, and I'm coming. I think I'll come to teach a lesson on the 7 C's of communication.
Yes.
The 7 C's of communication and the 5 W's and H, so that you can start understanding why am I doing this song, where will I do this song, what will I be speaking about, who is it targeting, and how am I going to do it? Because those 5 W's and that H, they make a lot of difference. They give you purpose, they give you focus as a performing artist, as a recording artist. usidanganywe na mtu. Okay, I'm going to say something very controversial. I like the way the Holy Spirit leads, and that's awesome, but not every venue requires that particular type of genre. You're going to be called to weddings where they want you to sing, "Today is my wedding day." Na kuna mwingine anataka babu gala babu, babu gala babu, babu gala babu. You see, all those are the same, they're the same key, by the way. Na kutapata mwingine yes.
Yes. But for a minister, a Christian, is it okay to sing such songs as well in wedding?
So because I sing Mukangala, you think I'm less of a Christian?
No, Mukangala is okay. As in, I'm trying to think of tuseme umeambiwa simba song kama hizi za ethics wanaitwaje?
Babuga la babu. Babuga la babu.
Wamlambe juu sasa harusi ni ya mayouth, unaelewa.
Okay. You know,
yeah.
There's a very big difference. Kuna kitu watu nakosea. Every one of us has a role to play in that wedding. Usifanye kazi ya MC kama performer. Na MC asifanye kazi ya performer. So everybody should know their work. Kama umeitwa kama performer. And I like what Evelyn has said. Go to the bride and groom, ask them, "Munyinyi mnataka playlist inakaje?" So if they prefer a certain playlist, hizo za kina ethics, hiyo ni kazi ya MC, si kazi yako. Sorry, I keep holding my mask kwa sababu niko mahali public. But yes, as you can see, I'm in a very nice chair. That notwithstanding.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes. So to answer, before you say what you wanted to say, to answer, let's all stick to what you've been called to do in that particular wedding. If you've been called to minister. MC anakwanga free. Yeah, anaweza imba anything na hata ulizwa. You get? If you've been called to perform a certain thing, perform it. And that's just it. Stick to your lane, stick to your job. Okay. Badi anataka kuwasalimia.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
Good day, sir.
Yeah, from Nigeria.
Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Iyamo.
How are you, brother?
I'm good. I'm doing great.
You're fine in Kenya.
Yeah, I love to be in Kenya someday.
Okay, you're welcome.
This is my boss.
I'll host you, Yamo. I'll host you. I'll cook for you Kenyan meals. Don't worry.
Oh, wow. I would like that. Okay, so
yes.
my question.
Yes, your question. Yes.
Two things. I'm very excited that I'm going to be singing in Swahili. It's a big challenge.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But I love challenges naturally. And then I want to request, how do I get first aid in case I bite my tongue trying to sing in Swahili?
You have to get used to singing like that. You know how we sing? I've ever heard that singing, what's the song? I'd rather be a doorkeeper in your house. You know how we turn that song in Nigerian? My friend is that. How we do those Nigerian accents. My friend who is also in the choir. Yes, we are in the choir. So you are going to see, I'm actually about to be inducted. So yes, those kind of songs, there's a specific way they are going to be sung. Yeah. So even you need to sing Swahili. Mbaire will give you first aid. Kidogo to guys like
Yes. Bye everyone. We have I choose to get to work, and it was nice seeing you all for the lesson. Adios.
Rod, I have a question about the a cappella app. I've used it before.
He said he was coming back.
Oh, okay. But anyone who can answer
Sorry
me.
guys,
So
I'm
when
here.
you've recorded, Rod, nauliza hivi about the a cappella maker, si ndio?
Yes.
Because I've only used it on nikiwa peke yangu. So once I've recorded my part, so that's one who initiates the cappella must create two scenes.
You're breaking up. You're breaking up. There's a place I could not hear you. Nimesikia ukisema once you've recorded what?
The person who, because somebody must initiate, of the two people, somebody must initiate an a cappella screen, eh?
Right. Yes.
So it means we are na initiate, lazima they have to put two sections, select two sections for them and the partner, sindio?
Right.
Then you record your part, and then what? You send your part to your partner?
You send your part to your partner, then your partner will record his, then he'll put the videos together and the partner will upload.
Okay, then I hope my partner knows how to do the second.
Atajua uone vile nani Catherine anafurahia hiyo story kwa sababu anajua yeye ataimba melody alafu atume tu yani kiendanga. Chico, any questions? I like your background. Your background is very red. So any questions? Egidia, nimesikia Egidia ni wa group of schools.
Oh, Kathy kabla aende, because I hear she wants to do the melody, me I want to do the harmony. Can we partner Kathy if she can hear?
Oh, I already have a partner.
No, we are with Kathy.
Okay, I'm putting myself out there. If anyone wants to do the melody, I'll do the harmony.
Egidia is very good with the melody. Egidia can do melody nicely. I know she does. Egidia, hi.
Hi.
Yes. Do you have a partner?
Who is my partner?
Joyce. I mean, sorry, not. I mean, asoma huku kwa nini? Joy, nini? Omondi.
Yes, it was Joyce. Yes.
Yes, Joyce, exactly. Egidia is here. Egidia will do the melody. She's really nice at it. I know she doesn't know that I know that she's nice, but she is. So she's really good at the melody.
Okay, so I'll do with Joyce, huh?
Yes, you will do the melody.
Okay, tuonane kwa tent ya green.
Teacher alienda?
Alishatoka.
Okay. Ametoka kama sijasikia hiyo bado. Anyway, but it's okay. Thank you so much, guys. Nataka kuingia session sasa, niko ready.
Sawa. Aya. Anyone else with a question? It's already 2, I think. So. It's already 2. Yeah, it's already 2:30. Yes, sure.
Clarification hapa Evelyn.
Sawa. See you, Egidia.
Hey, Rod.
Nauliza. Ngoja kwanza niulize.
Okay, sawa.
So hiyo mkisema harmony na mwingine naimba melody, for example hiyo Mungu tuomba uilinde Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki.
Yes.
Sasa hiyo ndio harmony.
Hiyo ni melody. Hiyo ni melody.
Alafu sasa harmony?
Harmony si mnatafuta either soprano, alto, tenor au
bass. Soprano.
Oh, sasa mmoja aimbe hiyo. Alafu sasa
Yes.
mwingine aimbe hiyo part nyingine. Okay. Hizi
Anaweza imba alto, anaweza imba tenor.
It's the same thing you guys do with worship sessions when you have we give you all the glory, that melody. So whatever voice is added on top is a harmony.
Oh, I'm getting it. Okay. Haya.
With that being said, I'm assuming everyone is fine. Yep. Tutaonaneni. Good to be here. Sorry, you guys had tulikuwa na spillover ya class hiyo ingine in the morning, but I'm thankful for all of you who are here. Tutaonana next time. Next time is tomorrow.
Please do a reminder before you leave about tomorrow. Please do a reminder tomorrow. There's something at the FB.
I'm not sure. Does anybody have information about that FB event? Tomorrow is, tomorrow you guys are supposed to do something for those in probation and those, yes, for those in probation and for those who are safe, for those who have immunity, yes, if I remember correctly.
And surprises also.
I think so. There are some, who knows. Tomorrow, we're going to, Fazla, Sama. Screen yako ime freeze. Someone else wanted to say something before?
Yes, it's me.
Sema before Fazla screen yako ina hang bado. Sema before Fazla.
Okay, I was asking about a cappella.
Yeah.
I have tried it some time back, and when I tried to do the harmony, and then I listened to it, it's like it's hugging behind, it's lagging. So I was wondering, how does it come now? As in, zikuwe ziko pamoja yani.
That is one of the challenges you also have to encounter with your partner, which means you need to choose a partner who either knows the app or knows a way and to go around that. Unaona vile Shema naangalia watu huku. Kama like hii app naijua lakini siambii mtu.
Naijua lakini challenge. Challenge. My partner is so lucky.
Bas. So let's find someone who understands. Ona vile shiko amecheka huko kwa sababu anajua. You know, so find someone who understands it and then be able to do it, and then we'll see kutoka hapo. So it's not really that big. And I'm sure once you put it, if it has a lagging problem, we'll be able to see it and try and fix it.
Rodrigo.
Yes, sir.
Tupatane tent ya green. I need to talk to you.
My baby brother is actually called Shem, so
Oh.
we're like baby brother. Fazla, you wanted to say something? Fazla. Fazla, David. Yeah.
Rod. Wacha nikimbie kwanza, kuna kazi yenye nimepatiwa.
And sawa, actually hata tumemaliza session. I was just waiting for Fazla.
Alafu
yeah.
You pray. You guys, you have to pray. Alafu, these guys, you guys, you should mujaze wall making videos, sawa. Wajaze video kwa wall, ama ni aje Rod?
By the way, let's just even send your videos to me. Ijae kujaa.
Wajaze hiyo wall, tunataka ijae. Sawa, bye guys.
Aya, Fazla, you're okay?
Yes, Rod, thank you. I'm okay.
Sawa. I'll see you guys next.
I got a good partner. I got Ben as my partner, so, and he knows the song, he's used the app, so I think I'm in safe hands.
You're in safe hands, Nisawa. I'll see you guys next session. I think it's tomorrow. Sawa.
Okay, thanks.
See you guys.